We come to you live on EA Sports, and it's a Windy City special in the booth. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And Ed, both squads are getting up last-minute shots. As a player, you never leave the court on a missed shot. A make shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. And away we go. The Indiana Pacers control the tap. Oladipo. To Brogdon.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Clippers have the basketball. Knocked loose. Pacers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Here's Leonard for two. Not today.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Leonard to Paul George. Beverly to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard picked up by T.J. Warren. Deep two there, won't go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Brogdon to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Oladipo to Brogdon. Whoa, what a finish. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Beverly to George. To Leonard. Paul George. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Patrick Beverly trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Brogdon to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Indiana. To Oladipo. And strokes it.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Warren. Paul George fires. That's no good. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That ends the first quarter with the Pacers in the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George to Leonard. Can't connect from in close. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
T.J. Warren at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Beverly. Sizing up the defense. George. Not that time. Oladipo into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Turner. Off the mark. Leonard. And throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Pacers with the possession. Probing the defense. Oladipo to Brogdon. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Has a look. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Victor Oladipo at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. To Paul George. Beverly. To George. Fine to shoot. Here comes the screen. George lets it fly. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oladipo to Brogdon. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Brogdon fires the 3, knocks it down, and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
T.J. Warren with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he can't convert the free throw. Beverly into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Hat-trick Beverly. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Oladipo to Brogdon.
In the second quarter.
5 to shoot for Indiana to Oladipo. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Beverly into the front court. Down 11. To Paul George. Trying to cash in. The shot by George won't go down. To Oladipo. Won't go. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Warren. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good. Just as the horn sounds. Inching a little closer, but still down at the break. Time expires to end the first half. The Pacers have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Pacers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers. The Clippers have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Field goals.
Here's a team that might just be 1 or 2 adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
Brogdon has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Paul George to Leonard. Finish that. Another follow, still no good. Oladipo into the front court. The lead stands at 9. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. The screen sets him up for 2.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
It's Indiana basketball. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To George. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oladipo into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Fires the 3. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. George. The monster stuff. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oladipo. To the rim, lays it up and in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Beverly to Paul George. Has a chance. George with a shot, no good. Oladipo into the front court. His team on top by 13. Off the mark. Well contested.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
That'll get out off one of the Pacers, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Miles Turner rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
It's a big finish. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Kawhi Leonard picked up by T.J. Warren. Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's LA Clippers ball. To George. Has a look. And hits off a killer step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending. 3 quarters down, the Pacers are feeling good. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the 4th quarter. And Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the 4th quarter.
Wide open look, won't go.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Pacers control. Baseline drive. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love it even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard. The shot, almost.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Here comes the screen. Brogdon to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. He's now 4 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Short jumper misses. Oladipo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Brogdon. And the Clippers with the rebound. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Oladipo into the front court. They lead it by 14. Down to Warren. Whoa! Gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Beverly. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. 4 out of 7.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Oladipo. Count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Clippers have the basketball. George. And it's Warren with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Oladipo, not that time. This one to the Pacers as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers. The Clippers seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Assists.
The Indiana Pacers play fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.